Good day, everyone. Welcome to the Dev Report. This is episode 4. My name is Tyson Villeneuve. I'm programmer for Sunset Over Lievnos. I'm here with Erica.
Hi, America, and I'm the illustrator.
And Justin.
I'm Justin. I am programmer number 1.
And my brother Kelsey.
I'm Kelsey. I'm programmer number 2.
We're really trying to figure out what to call you guys, which
That's-
is why right now you're just number one and
Folks,
number 2.
that's what we came up with.
We're geniuses.
Still working on that. I think we can improve on that quite easily.
Yes.
So, anyways, let's talk about what we did during February. Now, I should precursor this or by saying that we're recording this early because Justin is here, so we're just going to do the podcast early. So this is, what day is this anyway?
You mean the day of the month?
Yeah,
This is the 18th.
18th. So we're
Oh, no, it's the 19th. I don't know what day it
okay.
is.
So we're a
Don't-
week
don't
and a
ask
half
me.
early,
I
which
don't know.
means
It's the
that
19th.
that some
Yeah.
of the things that we said we were going to get done in February aren't done, but we're not done yet.
February's not over.
February's
Yeah.
not done. So let's talk about what happened in February. Let's just say that things didn't happen in February. Okay, so let's start off on our end. So I was working on, and I'm still working on, the network code and the lobby. Now, I had finished the network code, or so I thought, and I was working on the lobby, got further into the lobby and realized that there was a bunch of, basically a better way. I realized that there was going to be some problems coming down the pipe if I continued this way. So I did some reorganization of that, and I'm still working on that. It's close though. Like I say, I still have that week of February. So we wanted to get to GUIs this month, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to do that. Now, the other side effect of making these modifications is that it changed the way we interact with the core engine. And so why don't you guys speak a little bit about what you've been working on, because it is related to what I'm doing.
Yeah, so I guess we just started to kind of take, the base game and throw in some new elements to it for the architecture and the structure, and take the network engine that he's been building, and we're incorporating that in there. So like Tyson said, we've had a few bugs and errors. So when we've been doing that, we've kind of had to deal with that. And I do believe the one time we had 430 errors at one point. So
yeah, so we did some integration and she blew up. It was so funny though.
If you're paying attention to our social media at all, you would notice that there were tweets about the number of errors that were coming out at that particular time. So if you're really interested to know how epically we're failing,
My favorite part,
then pay attention to our Twitter.
because we were doing, we do a lot of net meetings and stuff like that. And my favorite part was hearing Kelsey exclaim, "Yes, we're under 200." And so last week I had, I think, 13, and I was like, oh, and then I remember, nope, don't complain. Those guys were dealing with hundreds of errors. So it was pretty funny. Nature of the beast, I guess, though. A lot of them were, you clean one error up and like 20 disappear. So that was nice.
Well, yeah, I guess the thing is, like, if we sort of developed a bunch of these pieces sort of individually by themselves, and so when we're trying to bring them in, then you don't necessarily know everything you need.
Yeah.
And there's someone at the door.
Oh, someone's at the door. I'll go check that.
So you kind of forget something, and then it just complains about it, and then you go get it, and it cleans up like 15 errors or something. So
yeah, that was a bit of a slog, but it was actually pretty good because I know Tyson did most of the structure before. So we actually got into kind of the nitty gritty of that, which was actually a really good exercise for both of us to do.
So,
yeah.
sorry, I just want to ask, what were your actual goals for February?
Well, what we really want to do was start doing some GUIs, which we didn't get.
And
to
how
that.
how close are you, do you think, to getting to those?
I would think we should be getting pretty close to that.
Yeah, like we still have like 10 days left in February, so in theory, once those 10 days of work are done, then we should be. So it's kind of a March kind of thing now.
I always tell myself in February that it's a short month. It's like, it's only 3 days, but it makes a difference. It's a short month. You can't get as much done in February as you might want to.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But yeah, no, I think the GUIs, and once we start doing some of those and throwing those in, it should go quite a bit faster, and we'll actually have something that we can actually see, which will be nice, because a lot of the stuff we're doing right now is behind the scenes, which I don't know, unless we're tweeting how many errors we get, it's not really something we can show.
Well, and the thing is too, like, there's a bunch of tools that you need to do the GUIs, and so probably 80% of those are done. So it's just a matter of putting them in and placing everything right. So the GUI should be fairly quick, I hope. There's going to be a lot of them is the only problem. I think there's like 80 of them or something. So
Yeah, there's definitely lots of those. And then I guess once we kind of have that done, you can start doing some of the art for that as to.
No. What? I get to do art for things? I've only been waiting to do art for things for like 3 years.
Yeah.
It gets pretty crazy. Oh, man.
yeah, so, well, I mean, as soon as we finish the first one, I mean, you can theoretically start on it, so you don't have to finish all 80.
True. Although I'll probably procrastinate until there's like a good amount to do all at once. Yeah.
Okay, we're back. I had a what do you call that? Door-to-door
experience.
Christianity who just claimed that they have actual evidence that the coming of Christ is happening right now, and that they have proof that the person who the new Jesus or whatever, born in 1918. So you heard it here first. Actually, you might get a knock on your door. I did tell them that if they've got proof, they shouldn't be talking to me. There are more important people to get this message across, but
and we are doing very important things.
We're doing important things.
That's
But
right.
that's what that was that. But so, update from you guys. Pretty much complete there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Let's move on to 29 Faces of February.
Yes.
Where are we?
The 29 Faces Challenge. So I put this out on social media that I was going to participate because every February there is the 29 Faces, or the 28 Faces, as it turns out, because there's only 28 days this year.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
I thought you knew something I didn't.
No, it's not a leap year. But
So go ahead and
So anyway,
scratch that off.
It's just a
28.
it's just a challenge, right, for
Yeah.
people to do. If you're not great at drawing portraits, then it's a good way to do. One every day and sort of increase your skill level and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, I was just going to do it because I have the faces anyways.
Yeah.
And, I like to tie into social media challenges. So, but I had forgotten that I had other things to do. So I actually have not started it, and it is the 19th. So
Okay,
I have 10 days.
So 4 faces a day.
4 faces a day. That's
Oh, wait.
all wait.
There's not 10 days.
Because it's the 19th.
Oh yeah.
So
So
Okay.
not
10
quite
days.
10, 8.5.
So
Or
we'll
9.5.
see. We'll see how many I actually get done. But
No. If there's 10 days, she's got to get to 28.
do the math.
3 days, 3 a day,
But
approximately.
it's
All I
Or-
know.
19th,
Yeah,
though.
or
So this is part of
10
the 10th
today,
day.
10 tomorrow,
Right.
and 9 next weekend. That
Sure.
might be how it's gonna work.
Yeah,
out.
that'll work.
Yeah.
So her feed's gonna be with this prediction very busy. in the
Very
next few
busy.
days.
That's right. Yeah. So true.
No, I don't think that's gonna be super realistic, but
No.
but it would be nice to see some new faces.
There will be some new faces. for
So, but
sure.
you are done that project now, so that you're working on.
Yeah,
so-
because my other commitments are completely done, and so now it's just going to be about game stuff,
Right.
pretty much.
Cool.
And in the next little while, my goals are to do the faces, and I want to get our map done. So we have half of the map done at this point.
Yeah.
So I'll do the other
the map
parts
would
of the
be great.
map and get the map done.
Mhm.
So that's a big component, and then I guess I have lots of other things I can work on.
Yeah,
too.
there's lots right now.
There's lots of items that I can draw.
Did you talk about what's next then yet or not?
Oh, no, we didn't.
Okay, so we can. I mean, that's related to that. Then
Yeah.
is that because our next is still going to be the same. I did mention this in the last one a little bit, but we are still on target for moving ahead with the user interface and getting menus and all that
We
kind
did
of stuff.
talk about the GUIs and
Yeah,
stuff.
we did do that.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's going to be next on our list, which means following that, then you'll be even more busy because you'll be drawing all those menus and stuff.
Right. Yes.
And we're doing an interesting approach, and hopefully this is going to work out. We haven't fully tested it yet, but we're going to actually try hand drawing most of the windows.
Yes, we're gonna try. Yeah. Just because when we talked about it the last time, we kind of thought that we should at least do it to see how it looks.
Yeah.
Just in the interest of making everything homogenized and looking like it all goes together.
Yeah.
Because it always looks weird when you have parts that are handmade and parts that are done in the computer, and if you have 3 or 4 different styles going on, I mean, it all ends up looking very muddy.
So there's gonna be some interesting things that come from that, because like Windows work with stretching pixels and cropping and doing these kind of things, but we won't have the luxury to do that because it'll be 100% here's the size.
Right.
So on a design side, it means we're gonna have to pick, I think we said 3 or 4 different window sizes, and everything's just going to have to work within those window sizes. And so we might have some slightly inefficient uses of space or some borders, just because that's just how it's going to be.
Right.
Instead of making a perfectly sized window for our content, it might be a little bit too big because that's the size of window. Because we can't draw, I mean, I guess we theoretically could draw 20 windows, each one that's just 10 pixels larger than the one before it.
I mean, I think these are bridges that we'll cross when we get to them, right?
But I think it's going to be fine.
I mean, we want it to look as good as possible without ultimately creating a whole bunch more work for ourselves, right?
So it'll be interesting.
But sometimes creating a whole bunch more is worth it, right?
And I think it's going to be unique that way.
Well,
right?
and since our game is so visually based, like just the look of it is really important. So I think, we're just going to have to make those choices based on what's going to work best.
We're going to spend some time running through some samples and see how that's going to work.
Yeah.
So it might be a little bit of a bumpy start, but once we get rolling on it, then I'm just dying to show some screenshots. Can't wait.
Yeah.
They're so hideous right now, and they're just all temporary art, and it's not working. They're also not fully up to date because we went back and really ironed out our features and realized that some of our UIs weren't 100% accurate, so we've redesigned a lot of it, but
a bunch of times.
Multiple times. It's crazy.
Yeah, it has changed a lot.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the next project. I wonder if this is just how it is. It's just you'll never get it, and it's just always like this.
Well, I think with any project, you're going to get to the point of no return, right? You're going to get to the point where you're just like, it's as good as it's going to get, and I can fiddle with it forever.
Yeah.
But if I fiddle it with forever, we'll never release it, right? Yeah. So it's just going to be we're going to get to that point. We're just going to say, okay, we just have to call it quits and just say it is what it is.
Yeah.
So hopefully when we say that, it's going to be amazing. And we're all going to be still really happy with it. And I think we will.
Yep.
But
I think so.
But
I'm pretty confident.
Sometimes at the end of a project, you just can't stress the details.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Yeah. So, anyways, I guess that's it for this month. I don't know if Justin will be able to come back for the next update. I have to talk about that, but yeah. So just keep an eye on our Instagram and Twitter because we're being a little bit better with posting updates as we go along. So yeah.
And in our last video, because of an accident, we posted our social media actually on the video, and we're going to continue to do that.
It was good.
So you'll notice that on this one, that all of our social media
it's all right
will
down
be there. So
right down there. So
check us out.
Yeah. All right, thanks guys. I'll see you next month.
See ya.